From spy to president, Vladimir Putin. Nobody other than Vladimir Putin has sat as modern Russia's longest-serving leader. Recently, Russians had voted in favor of the referendum, with 77 ballots in support of constitutional reforms, paving the way for Vladimir Putin to be president and in power to 2036. This constitutional reform will allow Putin to run for elections for 2 more terms, with one term lasting 6 years, adding up to 12 years. Beartai, with the fact, will introduce you to the 68-year-old man who holds the power and affection of Russians, becoming Russia's and the world's influential leader. Vladimir Putin was born on the 7th of October 1952 in Leningrad, or modern-day St. Petersburg. He was born into a poor family. His father was a mere factory manager, while his mother was a housewife. He loved playing sports and was gifted at judo at only 11 years old. He is the only Russian leader to have a black belt, with dreams of becoming a spy, which he succeeded at only 23 years old. His dreams of becoming a KGB spy came true. Putin received the rank of major before being sent to work in East Germany for 5 years, to follow the group of suspects that believed in the concept of democracy of the West, before returning to Moscow after the Berlin Wall collapsed. After the KGB failed to bring down Mikhail Gorbachev, president of the Soviet Union, after that he decided to go into politics. His first teacher in the political world was Anatoly Sobchak, the mayor of St. Petersburg. Putin learned the art of politics from him and helped Sobchak become the governor of Leningrad. When Sobchak was charged with corruption, Putin found evidence to refute charges against his muse. From his incident, Putin was accepted in his political skills. In 1996, he was approached to be the right hand of Boris Yeltsin, who was the Russian president at the time, with his talents and versatility. 3 years later, he became the Prime Minister of Russia at only 47 years old. With the 5 choices Boris Yeltsin had, in September 1999, there was a terrorist attack with bombs set in 3 apartments in Russia, causing the death of 293 people and 1,000 injured. Putin, as the Prime Minister, immediately issued an order to put an end to the Chechen rebels in Chechnya, once and for all, which won over the hearts of the Russians. In early 2000, Yeltsin announced his sudden resignation and set Putin as acting president. He started sweeping political opposers, with the highest penalty against those who did not profess themselves to him to 10 years of jail time. And after that, he started building up power with the military and the global economy, making him part of Time magazine's influential list of 2007. Until 2008, he held 2 presidential terms legally. He then passed the position to Dmitry Medvedev, who was like Putin's puppet before coming back to power in 2012. Even though Russians protested Putin's return to power, he still won with 63% of the votes in his favor. And immediately after returning to power, he used military forces to suppress protesters, and in 2018, he won elections again, with an approval rate of 76.6%. He introduced more populist policies targeting public servants and veterans, giving out houses and raises for the low income who work for the government, which was the majority of the country. While Putin opposers are now the new generation who despise Putin's dictatorship. Putin is a healthy person and loves to exercise. He does not smoke and rarely drinks, making him a leader who is always in great shape. He adores animals, and on his 65th birthday, the president of Turkmenistan gave him a puppy as a gift, and many countries have given dogs a gift to Putin as well. Putin is very private about his personal life. He rarely speaks about his family to the press. He married Lyudmila Shkrebneva, whom he met during his university years, and lived in East Germany together during 1985 to 1990. He had 2 daughters named Maria and Katerina, but Putin divorced Lyudmila in 2013, and in 2018 rumors flew that he was seeing the beautiful politician and former Olympic gold medalist Alina Kabeva. Many people wonder how rich Putin is, even though the Russian president's cabinet stated that the president's salary was $112,000. But the CIA documents came out in 2007 stating that Putin held nearly $40,000 billion worth in assets, and it was analyzed that up to 2012, Putin may have had assets worth up to $70,000 billion, which meant that he was one of the richest men in the world. In this modern world, Vladimir Putin is one of the few leaders that is able to sustain and hold absolute power in his country and tries to secretly spread his influence abroad, including the case of Putin's close associates and 13 Russians charged with interfering with the election to help Donald Trump win the United States presidential elections. It is also suspected that Russia openly drugs spies that switch sides to the British. After this, will Putin's terrible truth be exposed to the world? This will be something that the whole world will have to keep an eye out for together. Whose story do you want us to cover next? Tell us in the comments section below. Goodbye for today, and thank you from Beartai. What the fact?
คุณผู้ชมครับคุณชอบคอนเทนต์ของเราจริงๆใช่ไหมครับคงไม่เชยเกินไปถ้าจะขอว่าชอบกดไลค์ใช่กดแชร์กด See First หรือ Subscribe ติดตามแบร์ไตเราจะมีเรื่องดีๆแบบนี้มาให้คุณเสมอแหละครับชอบช่วยแชร์ด้วยนะครับ